folks, I hope you're doing good. I realize you'll see this on a Sunday, but it is Wednesday right now, so hope you've had a good week. We are going to, sorry, I know I'm looking outside, but the sun's going down and it's really, really pretty. If I get done yakking fast enough, I will show some shots of the sun going down, even though it is 4:35. Love that for us. Anyway, I thought I would hop on here real quick and just kind of go through what we're going to have for supper tonight. I actually have some time to cook, and it's not just slapped together out of a crock pot. Lily is at her honorary grandma and grandpa's house right now, and Wayne is going to grab her when he gets off work. So I've got about an hour with the house to myself to get some supper together. So I'm just going to make a really quick quinoa veggie salad situation. And when I make this, I'm just going to just talk you through real quick what I do. I chop up an onion. I like to use red onion. I don't know why there was such a big pause there, but I chop up a red onion into just hunks. I don't do a fine dice or anything like that. And then I do a couple sweet potatoes. I just peel and cube those up. Some olive oil, salt and pepper, 350 for about a half hour until the sweet potato is soft. And you can do this with anything. Like you could do it with regular potatoes, carrots. Sometimes I do it with Brussels sprouts if I have Brussels sprouts. I just don't have any right now. Excuse me, I just ate like 3 handfuls of candy corn and peanuts. I said potatoes, I said carrots, I said Brussels sprouts. You could add beets into this. Again, I don't have any right now, so I'm just going to do this. Roast it until the sweet potatoes are soft. While that's roasting, I'm going to cook some quinoa. I just have some tricolor quinoa. I'm going to cook some of that. And then once the veggies come out of the oven and the quinoa is done, I'm going to mix that all together with dried cranberries, walnuts, and some feta cheese, and it is so good. Oh, and for a little sauce situation, I do some honey mustard and maple syrup and a little bit more salt and pepper for flavor. It's so good and so easy, and like I said, you can alter the recipe. You can add different fall and winter veggies in there, whatever works for you, whatever you've got on hand, you can use it. So let's go ahead and get going on this. I am so frustrated right now. And I apologize that I'm chomping. while I do this. I just recorded a whole thing. It was probably the most articulate I will be in this entire vlog. My microphone died. So I apologize for the audio quality in this particular clip, but I just wanted to get on here because I couldn't remember if I said it or not. I'm going to, once everything's done, I'm going to chop up a couple of fresh apples and put in with my salad. For this, you can do this all sorts of ways. I know I mentioned you can change up your veggies, but I didn't say some of the ways that I've done this before. You can stick with quinoa. I've done kale as my base instead of quinoa, and then I've roasted like chicken breast and served with it. I can't eat beef or pork, but I'm sure a pork loin would be excellent with this type of side if you wanted to do it as a side. For pork loin, I'm just doing this as a meatless meal, which is why I included the grain, because I wanted it to be a little bit more hearty and more filling. So yeah, I'm doing that, and I also can't remember, did I mention I'm putting feta cheese on it too at the end, along with that maple honey mustard dressing. And I would love to give you a recipe for it, but I really don't have one. I just mix it and some garlic powder and salt and pepper and a little bit of oil until it tastes good to me. So if you want to get online and just find like a honey mustard or a maple honey mustard dressing recipe, go right ahead. Or if you just want to kind of wing it like I do and just find something that tastes good to you, go for it. But I've still got about a half hour before Wayne and Lily get home, so I think I'm going to get off here, because if any other teachers are watching this, you will probably understand that by the end of most days, you feel like you do not have any words left to speak. And that's pretty well where I'm at, especially after recording all of the things that I just said with zero audio. And I mean zero audio, like my mic died and my phone audio didn't pick up after the mic died. It just recorded no sound whatsoever. So anyway, I'm going to tidy up a little bit while the veggies bake. I'm going to vacuum, because if you have a toddler, you know your house needs vacuumed about 18 times a day. So I'm going to pick up a little bit, vacuum, and get this supper finished. This is probably the last time I'm going to talk to you until Friday or Saturday. And we're going to start to slowly transition some of my home decor into the winter season. Not Christmas yet, but we're gonna ease into it. I need to switch the bed linens. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, excuse me. I need to switch the bed linens in our main bedroom to more winter appropriate. Right now it's a light quilt and light fabric and a light color palette, and it needs a refresh for the winter months, and it needs to be warmer materials too. So we'll probably do that Friday night or Saturday morning, and that's probably the next time I'll see you. So yeah, I'm gonna get off here and get this supper ready, and I'll see you then for the next thing. How's it going? I am going to swap out the bed linens. I think I mentioned when I talked to you last on, maybe that was Tuesday or Wednesday. Don't remember. But when I talked to you last, I think I mentioned that this was going to be a chore I was going to do this weekend. So I can't remember what all I said and what all I didn't. But basically, we've lived in this house. This is our fourth, I think it's our fourth winter in this house, because I'm pretty sure we moved in the fall of 2021. Pretty sure. So this will be our fourth fall and winter in this house. And we had just kind of been using bedding that we had from previous houses that we lived in, just, use what we have. And this last spring, I finally kind of decided on a color palette for this bedroom. You can see the walls they look a lot darker on camera than they actually are, but they're more of a gray leaning grayish, like gray beigey color. Um, and you can see our headboard is very dark. All of the wooden furniture in our bedroom is that really dark wood. And that's going to be a one of these days things. When we bought our first house, when we first got married, this furniture went great in that house. All of the wood was dark in it, so it matched really well. But in this house that we built, all of the wood is light, so it doesn't really go. But I am trying to get better at matching all of our paint and our wood colors that we have right now that are permanent in the house. I mean, I know paint color isn't permanent, but the wood color is pretty permanent. So I'm doing my best to kind of match things to those tones rather than something that can be replaced in a few years when we have the funds to do it, like our bedroom set. So I got this was the color palette that I had for the spring summer months, like this blue toile. Hopefully you can see that okay. Is what the bedspread and the pillowcases were, and then for the accent pillows, I just did complementing, I should say, not complimentary. That would be what, orange, a complementing blue shade and white for the accent pillows. So with that in mind, and I really liked the blue in the bedroom. That's something that I definitely want to keep up. Is the blue tones. So for fall and winter, I'm going to use our same white sheets. There's no point in reinventing the wheel on that. But I did go ahead and make a few purchases for fall and winter bedding. So obviously, like, I don't know how well you can tell like the texture of this or the thickness, but it's pretty thin. It was perfect for spring and summer, and I'm gonna put these in a vacuum bag and store them and get them back out next spring. But in the meantime, I wanted to stick with the blues, but go a little bit deeper and obviously a little bit more warmer fabrics. So for the accent pillows, I got a mix of this blue and gray beigey plaid, and then just plain like powdery navy. And then I did a creamy bedspread, and then I got another like a powdery navy blue blanket to keep on the foot of the bed for chillier nights. So and also I'm gonna, when I do this, I'm gonna back the camera up. Do not judge the mess. That's on my to-do list for today too. So I'm going to get the bed linen swapped out and get the bed restyled, get some things picked up, and we will reconvene. Hey folks, sorry for the jump scare. It is obviously several hours later and it's dark outside now, but as you can see, I got the bed mostly done. I don't know if you could tell in the time lapse or not, but the shams that I got for the big accent pillows that usually go where those three little squares are in the headboard, I do it every single time I order new shams for those pillows, and I get the wrong size. I measure them every time, and you okay? You good? Yeah. But I still get the wrong size every time. So I went ahead and started my Amazon return, and I'm going to order the right size. But I love the way this turned out. yeah, I do. And I love the colors, and I will link everything that I use bedding wise, including the correct shams, in the description box. And I think that's going to do it for this week's vlog, guys. I know it was kind of a mixed bag as per usual, but yeah, I kind of enjoyed this one. I feel like I had a little bit more energy. I don't know if it came across on camera or not, but I definitely feel like I had more oomph this week. So yeah, I hope you guys had a great week and a great weekend and a great week ahead of you. All right, bye.